Hello. As a kid, I used to eat Scooby snacks. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? But they were the vanilla wafers. These are salty crackers. It's midnight in 7 minutes. We had a beautiful day today. The spouse made a barbecue. Hmm, I have so much to say. When my daughter was 1 year old for her birthday, I told the spouse not to invite so many people because we lived in a condominium apartment. But she didn't listen, and I told her make two parties, one for the people that live in the condo and our friends, and the other one's for the family uh, to come. So everybody came. One cousin went to rent chairs, and it was only women inside the apartment because all the men we were in the parking lot because there were no parking spaces. So the women would bring food to us in the parking lot, and we would eat over there. It would have been better if we would have had two or three parties for a birthday. Today was just us. I did tell my son that next time we have a barbecue to stay with us. Don't go inside and start watching TV because I didn't tell the daughter because it's difficult to talk to her. Um, I told the boy though that we don't know how many more barbecues as a family we have, or with grandma. So just to stay out there. Oh, we listened to the beautiful. You know the Lone Ranger. The dun 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 dun. That one is the national anthem of El Salvador. I think it was El Salvador. We were listening to them. The Honduran national anthem. And in the Honduran national anthem, we were saying, what is the bloque de hielo? What is the block of ice? That was weird. No, bloque de nieve? I forgot it was. There's a line in there that talks about, yes, we have volcanoes, but what about that ice? I don't know what they were talking about. But we listened to that music. We had wine. White wine, is it? Beringer. I actually had two cups. Then I went with to the neighbors, and I had a cup with her. She's 70, and she told me about her sons in the military. That one of them retired after 20 years, I think, but that now you have to do 30 years to be able to retire. And she retired at 65, but that other people retire at 62, and that now they're trying to make it so that you retire at 70. So some things are getting harder because some of us don't make it to 70 years. What else? There was a slight situation. My son read his folder for school, and apparently nobody took. It said that the project, which he built a roller coaster out of paper, and you drop a marble and it goes down from here and down, down, down on the circular path. So he mentioned that nobody took them on Friday, but according to the paperwork, it said they were due Friday. So he's gonna take them in tomorrow, but he was having mixed feelings about it. He didn't want to be the only one taking it, and he didn't want to take it if there was not going to be a grade for it. But his sister and mother helped, so they are very interested in making sure that that project gets to the school. So I told them that Jesus came to earth, but he said, "Take this cup away from me, Father," to God, right? But then he said, "Let thy will be done," because that's the reason I came here, to drink this cup or to be crucified for the sins of the world. So I told my son to let God's will happen. And if the other children laugh at him because he's the only one that takes it, I told him to say, please don't bully me. And if it's the teacher, then he could also say, please don't bully me. Oh, and I also told him to bring it back that same day, because when I worked as a custodian, and even when I was in high school, I made a project, and when I asked the teacher for it, a day or two later, he said, "Oh, I threw that away." And I'm like, I mean, something artistic takes a lot of work for me to do, and it was just thrown away. No pictures or anything. Back then you had to. Now it's easy to take a picture and a video of that project. Let's see. I saw the movie Bully. It's a documentary on Netflix, and I want the spouse to see it. I want everybody to see it, but it might not be. Well, it's about kids being bullied and dying and things like that, committing suicide. So, do I let them see it? Do I not? They don't show the actual graphic way of, they say he died in this room and that's it. He hung himself or whatever. But in the movie, I was watching it and I was thinking, my goodness, these are very good actors. All of these kids are acting like real mean. And the victims are really acting like excellent victims. Getting slapped and not doing anything, and then getting slapped again, getting choked and not doing anything. Completely not doing anything. On that movie, in the bus scene where the boy is being bullied in the bus, being choked and punched, the problem I had was I was like upset, but then I said, man, these are real good actors. And then I said to myself, and then no, I read, it said something, or maybe they spoke something. They said the filmmaker decided to stop filming and show the footage to the actual school and to the parents of the victim. And then I was amazed, because this is real live video that for some reason they allowed it to be there must have been a secret camera in the bus catching all of this. And I was amazed at how this was done. Because apparently you're not allowed to have cameras in Florida in the schools. But I was in shock. So what happened is the bully was not allowed on the bus anymore, and the parents were like, "Ah, we're in shock. We had no idea. He never says anything. We had no idea it was this horrible." So that's a movie that everybody needs to see. And these are the crackers. When my dog comes back later, I'll give her one. So back to the bully. It's a horrible way of life for these children. Oh, the part I didn't like was, maybe it was the principal or some lady teacher or somebody there. She said, "Shake hands." And the victim didn't want to shake hands. And the other guy is holding his hand out. And then the teacher says, "I thought you two were friends." "We were, but now he's bullying me. And I walk away from him, but he walks towards me, and then he punches me. And now you want me to shake hands with him." And she said, "Don't be worse than him. Be better than him. That's expecting too much." All right. As far as the bullies in my life, I'm glad I don't see them anymore. I left the city, Chicago. Yes, my mother brought me here to Florida, but I am so grateful. Florida, there was one girl that went to Florida and she got a tan back in Chicago. And that's when Florida registered in my map, you know. I thought it was the same place as Pearl Harbor, but that Pearl Harbor apparently is somewhere in Hawaii. I haven't looked it up, so I don't know. But when I was here in Florida for the first 2-3 years, I said, I thought to myself, how come nobody mentions Pearl Harbor around here? Wrong state, Daniel. I was thinking, well, where is this Pearl Harbor that I've... So anyway, Florida, I'm glad I got out of Chicago. It was a horrible experience over there. And, well, 13 minutes. I'm getting along better with the spouse. The law of attraction did work. I pictured in my mind her coming to visit me here, and she did. I was amazed. That was the other day. Well, yesterday. As long as I stay in this room, more people come to visit me. That's very nice. I'm also using the backyard way much. Well, I didn't use it before. Now I'm over there every day doing something in the backyard with the dog, usually throwing the tennis ball. Life is better. I mopped over here. 3 half buckets. There was a lot of dog hair. That was about it. But it's looking up. It's looking very well. Oh, I know how to make the videos now. Basically, I grab something from here. Let's see. This is from the child care days. It was to put 1, 2, and 3 in a sequence. What happened first? And so I was a teacher. I wrote, "Very well done." But I don't know. They probably couldn't read it, you know? Now that I'm thinking about it, this girl probably could have read it. 2nd grade and 3rd grade? Or maybe it was 1st grade. Maybe, I think she could have read it. This is another one. Now, these are papers I actually picked up when I was working as a custodian. So they color it. I mean, for them it was just coloring things. They didn't know that it was the alphabet. They didn't know that it was the letter D. I used to like the way this guy signed his name. Look, they signed their names like with numbers. I don't know, a bunch of I's and dots. Um, so this was wow. Goldilocks and Three Bears. All right, talk to you later on. Enjoy your life.